Today is a very special day, a day of celebration, and it happens to be a prime Friday, 29 April 2022. On this day, we pause for a moment to reflect on excellence and look into it, knowing fully well that we're surrounded by models of excellence. The class of 2021 is being celebrated today. But of course, among you will very well be people who have been part of this beautiful school, Star of the Sea, for many more years. Some may very well be parents who studied in the same school. My name is KwaNgwanase. I originate from KwaNgwanase, right in Umhlabialengana. My family home is less than a kilometer away from where you are celebrating right now. I'm based in Johannesburg and therefore could not be with you in person today. However, I want to be able to say, as somebody who matriculated from KwaNgwanase a good 41 years ago, much has happened in my life that I could be able to pass on to you and bring as element of inspiration as you think through the future. Today is a marker of what is going to happen into the future. I've had the opportunity of traveling around the world and meeting with some of the most influential persons, writers in particular. Among those was a gentleman called Zig Ziglar, who shared these words that have been so instrumental in my life, particularly in the last 15 years. He said, "You and I are designed for accomplishment. We are engineered for success, and we're endowed with seeds of greatness." When I heard that, it triggered something special in me, realizing that where I come from matters less, but where I'm going to is what will be the difference maker. Therefore, I know yesterday is absolutely history. Tomorrow is a mystery. But if I can win today and make today count, I will be able to be in the annals of history in a better way. I know one thing, among others, that winning does not always mean being the first, but it does mean being better than I have been yesterday. Therefore, I take every moment and see opportunities out of them. We've just gone through pandemic for well over 760 days. We've been experiencing all kinds of hardships. Some of us have lost loved ones. Some of us have got people that we care about still in the hospital. And others are recovering from the effects of COVID-19. Not only have we had that, in the last 3 weeks, we've also experienced the hardships of flooding, heavy rains in much of KwaZulu-Natal. And because of all of that, there may very well be a cloud hanging over your head on this very day where we are seeking to be more in celebratory mode. May I challenge you to bury your dead yesterdays today. Capture this day. Make it special for you. I got to be able to learn that everything that happened in my past was in preparation for the future that I will be a part of. Something in my future will require me to look into those experiences and say, how did I overcome? So on this day, Prime Friday, 29 April 2022, I want to borrow some insights from the author that I have enjoyed reading from. His name is Mark Batterson. He builds onto the work that my friend, who is now late, Dr. Stephen R. Covey, wrote in The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. He shares, Mark Batterson does, 7 habits that will help you to win your day. Let me share these with you. First, Consider this, that you have been operating on a particular script that others have written. Maybe today may be the day you start flipping that script, writing it afresh so as to be able to make sure that it carries in it the things that you would like others to be able to read about. It says if you want to change your life, you've got to start changing your story. What will your signature story be in life? May I challenge you to write from today a better script about you so that others will be able to read it. Indeed, you've got to be able to live your life in a way that is worth telling stories about. Steve Jobs was adept at bringing in words that we can actually build in our own lives. Here is somebody who started a company, got fired from it, came back to it in 1997, and built a behemoth that became the first $1 trillion market cap company called Apple. He said, you have to have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become. Everything else is secondary. What is your intuition telling you? You may also want to be the one who can do great work in the future. Learn to know and decipher, what do you truly love doing? I want to challenge you to use this time to bring the second habit of winners. This is to kiss the wave. The story is obstacles that come your way are not at all the enemy. The obstacles are the way you need to be able to go through. In the days that you went to the Kosi Lake, you probably got to be able to appreciate the beauty of the lakes. But when you also went through to the beach side and got to surf in the waves, you enjoyed them even more as they rose than you would when they were just placid. When obstacles come your way, behave like eagles do. Fly into the storms. Spread your wings right there, because the storms will carry you into the future. So the storms of COVID-19, the storms of the flooding of this year ought to be the triggers for you to build an even stronger muscle to overcome the future challenges. The third habit you may want to be able to look into is how you can make today a truly special gift. Because if you get to be able to prioritize things, you may want to start looking into what is it that you have been fearing to take on. Mark Batterson calls it, eat the frog. Says, if you want to have God do something super in your life, you've got to do the natural. Then you will have supernatural things happening in successive measures in your own life. Indeed, there is also a key habit, which is the fourth one to share with you. It is about how you can fly the kite. How you do anything is how you will do everything. Now, this proposition here is one that says for you to be able to get to where you want to be able to get to, allow the lighter side in you to float. Too often, we allow the clouds to pull us down, the obstacles to pull us down. Fly your own kite. Things will be so much better. The next habit is for you to be able to think about how you can cut the rope, the thing that holds you back. Playing it safe is super risky. The opportunities come every time. Go into them knowing fully well that no risk taking translates into no win. You have risked many things already. Why play safe now? Go ahead, be the best of you, shoot into the skies. And of course, in the days when I was a student and learner at Star of the Sea, we used to be able to look at watches and clocks and refer to them as timepieces, as chronometers. Well, I want you to be able to think about the 6 habits that will make you to be a real winner, to wind your clock. Time is measured in minutes, but life is measured in moments. This moment may very well be a trigger to even greater moments in the future. What if you were to be able to look into the lessons you've learned so far, build on them, and create even more exciting moments for the future? You have what it takes, and you will be able to make it happen because you were designed for excellence and designed for greatness. Indeed, as I've indicated to you, the seeds of greatness lie within. They need to be buried somewhere. Something must die in order for something else to rise up. Finally, your final habit is for you to seed the clouds, sowing today what you want to see tomorrow. Nature has a way of teaching us that if we do not sow, we cannot hope to reap. Therefore, take the time to be able to think about what it is that you are sowing into the hearts of others and the lives of others so they can also become better. Scientists have the ability to be able to take the planes into desert areas and drop some chemicals right there that get to be able to form clouds and rain can come through. You may very well be the one person who is carrying your own plane that could be able to create that shift. May you be able to do that and do it well. So, 7 key habits for you to win your day. Flip the script, write afresh, embrace the storm, kiss the wave, eat the frog, fly the kite. Number 5, cut the rope that holds you back. Number 6, wind the clock. And number 7, seed the clouds. Seeding the cloud is pretty much like Stephen Covey used to be able to say, you always have to be sharpening your own soul. Because if you do so, you're going to be a whole lot better as a person. Nelson Mandela cited Marianne Williamson in words that I want to be able to use as I draw to a close my conversation with you. Our deepest fear is not that we're inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? Because after all, you have the seeds of greatness. Be all of that. I want to also say these words. You are the master of your fate. You are the captain of your soul. Why don't you then become the architect of your own destiny? Design the life you've always dreamed of. You're surrounded by fellow successful people, winners around you, excellence that you can touch right now. Why don't you engage with them? Collectively build something special. Borrowing from George Bernard Shaw, I want to be able to wrap up the conversation in this manner. This is true joy in life, being used for a purpose recognized by yourself as a mighty one. Being thoroughly worn out before you're thrown on the scrap heap. Being a force of nature instead of a feverish, selfish little cloud of ailments and grievances complaining that the world will not devote itself to making you happy. Life is no brief candle to me. It's sort of a splendid torch which I've got a hold of for the moment, and I want to make it burn as brightly as possible before handing it on to future generations. My friend, you will have tasted success already. Let's take it one further. To laugh often and much, to win the respect of intelligent people and the affection of children, to earn the appreciation of honest critics and endure the betrayal of false friends, to find the best in others, to leave the world a bit better, to know even one life has breathed easier because you have lived. This is to have succeeded. Ralph Waldo Emerson. I know you're a success story. Many more will be learning from you. And as you take yourself into the future, may the brightness and the bright light of your God be in front of you. May you taste the splendor of being a child of a God who designed you for greatness. My name is KwaNgwanase. I love you and I care about you. I hope you love you and care about you and the people around you. That is what will make the difference. Have a great day. Enjoy every minute of this day and the days